Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new movie review of not so much a brand new movie. Today we're going to be talking about the OG, the 1993 film Jurassic Park. Of course, this film was directed by the greatest director of all time, in my opinion, Steven Spielberg. This is one of his best films. A lot of people consider it his best film. I don't know if I go that far. It's definitely like in the top three, somewhere in there, like with E.T., Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind is vastly underrated, but nonetheless, one of the best films of all time, Jurassic Park, one of the most influential films of all time, that has spawned a billions and billions dollar franchise that we're about to see wrap up here in a few weeks. That's why we're going to be running through all the films, started with this one, the OG, starring my man, Pittsburgh native Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm. He's kind of become like the main character of the franchise, even though it doesn't really look like he was posed as that in the original. He kind of has. He's kind of become like the franchise mascot, other than the T-Rex, of course. Joining him in this film, of course, is Sam Neill as Dr. Grant, and Laura Dern. She's so good in this movie. It's the first film I ever saw her, and of course, nowadays people probably recognize her from like Big Little Lies or Holdo from The Last Jedi. Not a big fan of that movie, but she's so damn good in this, and those three are the pillars of this franchise, kind of like Luke, Leia, and Han in Star Wars. This is their franchise, and they all kind of spin off after this film, but this one, they're together. They are brought together by Dr. John Hammond, who wants to get their opinion, their professional dinosaur expert opinion on his Jurassic Park. And when they get there, he's like, oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna think this is awesome, this is awesome. And while they are awestruck by the dinosaurs in some incredible scenes when they first get there, by the way, and if you want some great behind the scenes, make sure you go watch the Movies That Made Us episode about Jurassic Park, because there's some fascinating stuff in there. But nonetheless, but then as they stay a little longer at the park, they're eating with John, and they're like, this place probably isn't going to go as well as you might think. Life finds a way to change, because he's like, oh, they can't reproduce, they're all females. And of course, the famous line from Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, life finds a way. And of course it does, and havoc starts to ensue all over the island of, how do you pronounce it? Isla Nubar, is that how they say it? And then chaos just ensues. Wayne Knight is causing chaos all over the place. He's not helping the situation. B.D. Wong, as it turns out, is doing mischievous things behind the scenes. Sam Jackson is trying to help John Hammond just get back in control of things, but it's not really working, is it? Because this shit goes crazy. The T-Rex gets loose, starts attacking little kids, starts attacking John's grandkids, and it just gets crazier and crazier from there. And some of the most famous things in like film history come from this first Jurassic Park film, and of course it spawned several sequels. We get introduced to the raptors in this movie, who do play a huge part in the newer films, the Jurassic World franchise, but this film sets up so much, but it didn't mean to. Like, they didn't know there was going to be a sequel or sequels. They just made it one of the best films of all time, struggled through it, the dinosaur, the practical effects, which makes this film stand out, and not like the newer films where they use a lot of CGI. This film used so much practical effects wherever it could, and some of the big outdoor shots of like the dinosaurs when they first walk by is incredible stuff by Spielberg and the cinematographer. The theme is one of my, actually, I'll say it. People get shocked when I say this, because everyone's like, oh, Star Wars. Not me. Star Wars is great. The Star Wars theme by John Williams. But this theme by John Williams is actually my favorite. The main Jurassic Park theme is fan-freaking-tastic. My favorite music in cinema history is that main Jurassic Park thing. I love everything about this film. The cast is great, from the adults to the older people to the kids, to the directing, the cinematography. The dinosaurs look fan-freaking-tastic. Everything about it. The music, the score, everything about this film is A+ perfection. There's just the perfect amount of horror, the perfect amount of adventure, the perfect amount of family fun. This film is the perfect blockbuster film. Every film since should try to follow the formula of Jurassic Park. It's a perfect movie, perfect summer blockbuster, and it is fantastic. Spielberg really started the summer blockbuster with Jaws, and he perfected it with Jurassic Park. One of the best films of all time, definitely in my personal top 10. I love it. The sequels, we'll talk about them, but this film itself, one of the greats. I give Jurassic Park, ready for it, a 10 out of 10. I think this film's untouchable, unbeatable. It's so damn good. One of the greatest films of all time. If you haven't seen it, good lord, what are you waiting for? It's on HBO Max right now, so make sure you go over there and watch it. If you love it, watch the rest. If you don't, probably not watch the rest, because this film's as good as it gets. Jurassic Park is one of the best films of all time, and I can't wait to rewatch it again and again in the coming years. What do you guys think of Jurassic Park? Do you hold it in such high regards as I do, or do you think it's just a fine summer adventure movie? And do you think one of the sequels are better? Do you think The Lost World's better? Do you think Jurassic World's better? Do you think Jurassic Park 3 is better? Ugh. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep growing out and getting closer to 200 subscribers. Make sure you share this video for more and more content. And remember tomorrow to come back to the channel because we're going to be talking about Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.